Situated on South Australia's Eyre Peninsula, Port Lincoln is Australia's seafood capital. Renowned for its Southern Bluefin Tuna, but it also has so much more on offer. It's a veritable seafood paradise. It's also home to some great characters. And today you'll meet a couple of them, like local legend Hagan Stehr, a pioneer of the Southern Bluefin Tuna fishery. But more on that later. Eyre Peninsula is a unique part of the country, well worth discovering. It's wild and natural, but also easy to explore. Rex Airlines could get you here direct from Adelaide. It's a great flight over the Spencer Gulf. And when you get to Port Lincoln, there's plenty of accommodation options here in Port Lincoln. You've got holiday parks, B&Bs, hotels, and right at the top is this place, the Port Lincoln Hotel. It's central to everything that you need in town and central to all the day trips we're doing. And that view, I mean, I can check the conditions and it really whets my appetite for the adventures that this place offers. There's lots of good fishing spots within close range of Port Lincoln, with small harbours like Arno Bay connecting anglers to great local fishing. Today, my daughter Emily and I are fishing with Fuzzy from Fuzzle's Fishing Adventures, where the fish and the laughs are pretty much guaranteed. We're about 6 kilometres north of the Arno Bay boat ramp in about 6-7 metres of water, and the target mainly
King George whiting.
Yeah.
Our #1 table fish, one we're most famous for.
How you feeling, Em?
I'm excited. I haven't caught one of these before, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Great fighting fish, great tucker.
Yeah, hopefully we get you onto some big ones and you'll see what the fuss is all about, and you'll be on the whiting train like the rest of us. Good fun. Standard
rig here, paternoster rig, sinker on the bottom, 2 droppers, and a little bit of fresh
Spencer Gulf prawn. Yeah,
all right.
Beautiful.
First one for you, Em?
Not that complicated.
No, nothing's complicated with you around, mate.
Don't make it hard.
Yeah, pinky.
2.
Wow. It's just such a shallow, fertile gulf here. You fly over the place in Rex and you just weed bed, sand patch. It's just alive with whiting, squid, King George whiting, and these pinkies. But there's a ban on catch and snap at the moment, right?
Yeah, we started off with a 3.5-year ban on the snapper, and now we're at the 7 years. And as you can see, it's working.
Ah, yes. I remember those magnificent snapper. When the ban is over, the snapper fishing here should be better than ever. But for now, we're here for the whiting.
Oh, yeah.
First one, that's a nice whiting.
Yeah, that's a good start.
I'm on 2.
Good start.
2. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a beauty.
Yeah, nice fish, isn't it?
Yeah, class-eating fish, mate.
Don't hold him out there, mate.
You want him to fall?
Yeah, go back in the water. Yeah, if you drop it in here, not out there.
Now, is that a good size for here, mate?
That's a beauty, mate. He'd be 38 centimetres, 37, 32's legal. Hopefully we'll get a few up around the 45s.
Bit of a unique spot here, mate.
Yeah, this is an old school bus that got sunk many, many years ago.
To make a reef?
To make a reef, yeah, for the fish, and as you can see, it's holding fish, not as big as the ones we got inshore, but that's a legal fish.
Yeah.
And they're the better eating ones, the little fellas.
Tell us a little bit about your charters. You do fish for a variety of fish with different people, right?
Oh, we're world famous for the snapper, but that's closed now, so no more snapper.
Yep.
But the locals, we chase the King George whiting. We'll get snook on the lures, they're good fun.
Yeah.
And the squid, we'll quite often pick up a feed of them while we're out for a day.
Where can people find out about your boat and your charters?
Just Google Fuzzles on the web, and it'll pop up, and just give me a call on the mobile. But don't too many ring me, because I don't want to work that hard.
Yeah, I love it. I'm fishing off Arno Bay in South Australia's Eyre Peninsula with Fuzzle's Fishing Adventures. The whiting are the prize, but I've always wanted to catch a snook here. They're common, so I'm going to try to jig one up. Hit the bottom and a few jigs. You can see them there on the sounder now. And just different techniques on different day. You know, sometimes you want a fast burn, but I really like like that. Once they, oh, it's a better one.
Oh.
Once you get a bite, they're all over it. What do you call them?
Snook, South Australia.
Like snookered.
Snook, yeah.
I've caught him before
yeah, he's a good one.
in Port Phillip Bay with Dad, but not here. All right, I'm just going to lift this guy in. I've got 30-pound leader. There we go. Look at that guy.
Oh yeah, he's a beauty.
Now,
nice fish.
It looks like a pike that you'd catch on the East Coast.
Yep.
But they're different, right? Pike have a real strong smell to them, and we don't eat them. But but the snook.
Well, the South Australians don't eat them much. We tell the Victorians they're good eating.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and they seem to like it. Well, yeah, keep their fingers away.
Right, tell me a bit about your region here. Cleve District, Arno Bay, in the middle here.
Yeah, the Eyre Peninsula, or the Eastern Eyre Peninsula we're known as. It's pretty nice part of the world. Not too populated, as you can see. Not a car or a person on the beach, and look around out here on the water, we're it.
Yeah, cute little town too. Nice boat ramp.
Yeah, we're good facilities.
And your favourite little place when you get thirsty, of course.
I've got a few, but yeah, head office at Arno Bay is not too bad, you know.
The husband daycare centre.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great backyard you've got, mate, and you do have a great service, mate, so he's highly recommended. Every time I come, we have great fun.
Oh, I'm not always this happy. I get pretty grumpy sometimes.
I've never seen him grumpy.
Okay, this one's bigger.
Oh, it is. Fuzzy.
Hey, what have we got?
It's a...
Fish of the day. That is a beauty, isn't it? He's, you might have to measure that one. He's going to give the 40-centimetre a nudge. So
oh, easy.
That's getting up there.
That's a class fish. And when people unhook them quick and hold them like that, that's why they call them kidney slappers, because they start to whack in there.
In the kidney.
Oh, Emmy, that's a ripper. That's a ripper whiting.
That's not a bad day for your first day on the King George to land one that size.
This is my best one, number 7. Lucky number 7.
Ooh, 7, 3 to go. No pressure.
And just when we were settling into catching some delicious fish, a local imposter has turned up to snaffle Fuzzy's catch.
Watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
How good's that, eh? Walking the dog. Yum, yum,
Oh, you got him.
Oh, no.
You hooked him.
Hey, oh, no. How much?
How good was that?
He's not in his happy place, is he?
That's
pretty good fun. I like this little out.
You got a chance of getting him if he doesn't go around the anchor.
Oh, no, that's anchor land there.
You'll be right. Just take your time. We might get him.
Uh-oh.
I want my jig back.
Yeah, I think your grandpa's jig's in a bit of trouble.
Plus, he's just taking his time because they will tire out. You can catch a big fish on a little rod if you're patient. Yeah. You haven't changed, mate. You're still pretty good at this fishing caper.
Yeah, freak of nature. 10 kilos on a 1,000 reel. I'm a little bit undergunned.
You surprise yourself though some days.
Some days I amaze myself.
Just watch him on the boat. You might have surprised me.
Yeah.
It's not, we haven't got him yet, but I'm about to get the 30-pound leader.
Well, he's not finished yet.
He's just doing his circles now.
Yeah, he's starting to puff out. I like your technique. Now I'm going to steer clear of that.
Got him.
That is impressive.
Little baby hammerhead shark. What a gorgeous creature.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, what a gorgeous creature. We grab him on the head so he doesn't pivot. Yeah. Grab him on the tail, they flip left and right, but they've got to be small enough to hold. I'm getting tired already.
You're a lot smarter than you look. I didn't think you had that in your book.
Well, you know, grade 4.
Yeah, best 3 years of your life.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get him back.
Oh,
perfect release.
Well, I'm impressed, and I'm not easily impressed.
As the seafood capital of Australia, Port Lincoln's hero is the Southern Bluefin Tuna. Its unrivalled taste and significant health benefits have made it the premier seafood on the planet, but in recent decades, its wild numbers have been compromised. Enter Hagen Stehr, a penniless stowaway sailor from Germany, turned tuna cowboy, turned aquaculture pioneer. Hagen's been involved in South Australia's tuna fishing industry since the 1960s. Then, 25 years ago, he and his son Marcus established a world first, the farming of bluefin tuna in the clean ocean water of Port Lincoln. Today, we're heading out to some of their tuna farms to find out why they're leading the country and the world in quality and sustainability. And it all starts with Hagen.
Hagen, you love it out here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. My whole life, I spent at sea, doing exactly what I'm doing now. Yeah. I came here many years ago, and I still like it like I liked before.
The before that Hagen's referring to are the wild old days of tuna fishing last century.
That was an old pulling days. 2 men, 1 fish, and you know you had to pull together.
The polling days were plagued with danger, as Hagen's wife Anna recalls.
Because there wasn't a quota, they used to fish and fish and fish until virtually the boat was sinking. And then if the weather came up rough or something happened, it wasn't unusual to lose boats at sea, to lose crews at sea.
Despite polling huge hauls of tuna, Hagen knew there was a better way to fish for them.
Hagen's always been ahead of everybody else. He was a visionary. That's when we came into purse seining. It was because he knew about it, but nobody knew here. So we went to Cape Town in South Africa and employed 4 to come back. And that's when purse seining began.
Hagen was proving to be a real shaker in the industry, constantly redefining his techniques.
I got involved with Clean Seas, and I started Clean Seas, the complete new industry, the kingfish industry, which the science community said can't be done, can't be done. And now we got 5,000 tons, or close to 5,000 tons of kingfish in the water.
Clean Seas was a huge success, and it still is to this day.
Predominantly, it's like egg to plate. So we actually were the first company in the world to spawn southern bluefin tuna. But we also used kingfish as a surrogate species. Now the kingfish is known all across Australia, and you go to any restaurant around Australia and you can buy Hiramusa kingfish.
I've had it in America.
In the restaurant.
I've had it overseas. It's awesome.
Absolutely. But like essentially, we put fingerlings in the water at 5 grams. We grow them out to 3 or 4 kilograms, and then they're sold onto the global markets.
The Clean Seas success story led the Stehr Group to pioneer the farming of southern bluefin tuna.
Port Lincoln was the founders of farming for southern bluefin tuna in the world. We did it first, and then Croatia was second, and then the other countries went from there.
The Stehr Group's tuna farming techniques are recognised as world's best practice. Their farms sitting in some of the most pristine waters in the world.
Marcus, we're like 14 miles from Port Lincoln, thereabouts, which is pretty close in seaman's terms, but these fish, how do you get them to here?
Look, Rob, we catch the fish about 250 nautical miles southwest of Port Lincoln, and we catch them with our purse seine vessels. That takes a few weeks. Once the fish are caught, we tow them very slowly back to Port Lincoln. It takes another 2 weeks, and then they're transferred into holding cages right where we are here now. So we've got 10 cages of fish. Each cage has got 4,500 fish in it. We catch about 40 to 50 tonnes of pilchards every day, and they're just fed direct into the cages fresh. They've got a high fat content, and that's the best way for us to look after the fish as best we can and get them as fat as we can.
I'm just off the coast of Port Lincoln, checking out the Stehr Group's southern bluefin tuna farms. I can honestly say that these farm fish are about as wild and healthy as you can get.
What I like about this is that's a perfect wild tuna. It's just been fattened up in the pen, that's all. I mean, look at it, it's in perfect condition. It's not like a farm fish at all. It's just in mint condition, Marcus.
No, absolutely. We could sell it right now or eat it right now as a wild fish.
And that's why the product's so good. You're just fattening them up at the end.
Absolutely. The water temperature's still quite hot, so they're long and skinny.
Yeah.
Once the water temperature cools down a little bit, and we feed more and more, then they'll fatten up.
That's fantastic. That's what you're eating when you're eating premium Southern Bluefin Tuna from Port Lincoln.
As good as the end product is, the entire process is a massive gamble that few would have the courage to undertake.
We're feeding roughly 60 tons of pilchards a day, 60 tons. That is, in financial terms, is about $65,000 every day. That is, you throw $65,000 in the water and you pray to God that after 4 or 5 months doing it every day, that you get enough money in return that you can buy yourself fish and chips. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
That is the only way to explain it. Anything can happen.
The storms,
right now,
sharks.
You get sharks. I mean, if a pointer really comes, he can go through this like a submarine. He goes right through the nets. I've seen it.
When that happens, we just cut a hole in the net and we just gently let them out, whether it's a seal or a shark, and they swim away quite happily.
As dangerous as handling sharks is, sharks aren't the most hazardous thing facing these fishermen. It's the lack of proper skills for this specialised and dangerous job that has cost the most lives in this trade.
184 names of professional fishermen only in South Australia, They're the people who lost their lives at sea. That was because they didn't have any training. It's a very, very dangerous profession. Without training, it doesn't work.
The lost souls still etched in Hagen's memory.
Every vessel had their own chapel, The
crew, everybody, yeah. To pray, yeah.
To pray.
Yeah.
I get blown out when I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you risked a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You're a very proud man. You've done a lot in your life, mate.
The industry that was so good to Hagen needed help, and Hagen knew exactly what was needed.
I was the first one to start the Australian Maritime and Fisheries Academy. You have to have laws. We were a bunch of tuna cowboys. Now it's a safety. Huh?
Yeah.
The old days are all gone. Yeah. Once upon a time we didn't have to wear those vests. Now you shouldn't go on the deck without a vest on.
Now, in his 80s, Hagen is still involved in the business, but it's always been a family effort that has enabled him to fulfil his dreams. And now a third generation, grandson Saxon, carrying on the family tradition. Saxon's passion for the product is undeniable.
Southern Bluefin Tuna is the Wagyu beef of seafood. It stands tall above the yellow fins and albacore. It really is the best seafood in the world, and you just can't beat it.
Away from the daily grind, Saxon's focus is on new ways of marketing this incredible fish.
These days, we need to focus more on value-added products, loining products, sending them domestically, sending them to China, sending them to America, sending them to other places in Japan. We need to try to diversify as much as we can to continue growing the business.
This diversification has given birth to Kin, a collaboration with Port Lincoln's renowned Blaslov Fishing Company. The tuna going from ocean to plate with world-leading best practice. Kin brings the wild taste and texture of Southern Bluefin Tuna to new markets. Find out more about Kin at kinseafood.com.au. Having experienced all aspects of the bluefin tuna industry through the years, the Stehr Group is certain that aquaculture is the best way forward.
We can't expand further ashore farming. You can't, because all the land is taken. Where can you go? You can sit in your office and you work out, where can I go? What's an open area? There's only one area. Look out there, the sea. Millions of tons are getting caught every year at sea through farming, not through wild fishing. Wild fishing on the end will also not be sustainable. But farming the seas is absolutely the way to go.
You can just see it's growing exponentially on a global stage. It's definitely a way for the future and to feed everybody. I mean, our world population's getting bigger and bigger.
The Stehr Group, ensuring that the long-term sustainability of Southern Bluefin Tuna is in good hands.
It's no good having a fishery from only today and tomorrow. We've got to now work that we have a fishery in years to come for my kids and their kids and down the line. That we still got fish here 100 years from now. Then we only just started. The best is yet to come.
To find out more about the Stehr Group and the farming of southern bluefin tuna in Australia, visit stehrgroup.net. This is just a taste of what Port Lincoln has to offer, and there is a lot to savour in this amazing destination. To find out more, visit portlincoln.com.au or jump on a Rex flight from Adelaide and come see it for yourself.